Hello, my beautiful friends. I hope you're doing amazing. Today, we're going to be talking about all 8 of the new Merit Solo Shadows, if that's something you'd be interested in. Hi, if you're new here, my name is Audrey. Thank you so much for being here. Please consider subscribing down below before you leave. We talk about makeup over here. I'm just a mom who loves makeup, and that's what we do. And if you're returning, hi, hello, welcome. I love and appreciate you, and let's get started. All right, hit the notification bell so you don't miss any of my future uploads because my schedule is kind of crazy. 34 weeks pregnant, gonna have a baby. We'll see how that affects the schedule. And I am a Merit affiliate, just full disclosure. I've made a few Merit videos, but this one is not sponsored by Merit. Merit did send me 2 of the eyeshadows and the eyeshadow brush to try without any obligation to post. And then I went ahead and purchased the other 6 eyeshadows so I could show you guys all 8 eyeshadows today. I am so super excited for this video. I think that eyeshadows were a perfect addition to Merit's line. I've always wanted and wished that I had a Merit eyeshadow in my bag, and now I do. So let's get into these solo eyeshadows from Merit. All right, so I swatched all 8 of them on my arm for you. I'm going to insert some B-roll swatches so you can see my arm up close a little bit better. And I put them all next to each other so you can see the colors next to each other. Let's get into some of the claims. So these claim to be buildable cream to powder eyeshadows that glide on smooth without creasing or settling into fine lines. I think the claims on these are crazy, like 8 hours of no creasing at all, and I'm super excited about it. So they claim to be buildable, blendable, soft matte finish, so there's no shimmer in any of these, and they claim to be long wearing. So you can wear them throughout a whole 8-hour business day without any creasing. The site has 3 ways of how to wear. So you can tap them on using your finger to tap on the product for a sheer wash of color. You can swipe them on using the fluffy end of brush number 2 to create and add depth. Or you can flick them on the flick. Use the tapered end of brush number 2 to create a soft flick, just like an eyeliner look, just a light wash of color along the lash line. So let's talk about brush number 2. For today's just application wise, we're not going to use the brush. I'm going to use my fingers on every single one to keep it consistent. But the brush I am so in love with. This is brush number 2. And I think I need like 4 more of these. So it's designed to complement the solo shadows. Brush number 2 is made with an extra soft vegan bristles to gently blend the product into the skin for a soft diffuse finish. Use the fluffy end to create a sheer wash of color or the tapered end to apply along the lash line. And I think that specifically I will use the big fluffy end for the lid, the upper lid, and then flip it over and then apply color on the lower lash line with the smaller tapered end. And I was like a little hesitant when I saw that it was a double-ended brush because I'm not a huge fan of double-ended brushes. They're a little bit harder to store just in my situation storage-wise, but then I realized this is going to be in my Merit bag. So since it's going to be in my Merit bag, it's totally okay that it's double-ended. It doesn't have to be stored, on one end or the other, if that makes sense. I'm so in love with this brush. It's so soft. It's beautiful. I cannot wait to use it. I can't. I love it. So the brush, and it only retails for $20. The eyeshadows retail for $24, and the brush is $20, and I'm in love with the brush. Okay, eyeshadow swatches. I'm so excited. Are you excited? Leave me a comment. Have you picked up any of these Merit eyeshadows yet? Are you thinking about it? Were you waiting for my video to pick one up? I am super excited about this launch, if you couldn't tell. Okay, let's start with the neutrals. So we're going to go through the neutrals and then the colors. There's 4 neutrals and then 4 colors, 8 shadows in total. So first, we're going to swatch the shade Studio. This is described as a cool taupe. They feel super creamy, but then they dry down like really nicely. No kind of primers or anything on the lids. I feel most of the time when I go in with a cream eyeshadow, and I love one and done eyeshadows. When I go in with a cream eyeshadow, if I use a primer, sometimes it can get a little mucky. a little bit too thick, you know, so it creases a little bit faster. So no primers or anything. We'll just see it on my bare lids. I've got some blue veins. You know, they're definitely not perfected without a primer. And that is one pass of the shade Studio, a cool taupe. This is one of my top favorites. I mean, cool taupe. Yes, please. I'm going to go over it just one more time, build it up a little bit with the finger just on the lid. So I like to kind of like buff it into the crease, just like for a little wash into the crease, but then apply a thicker layer of more buildable color on the lid. So the lid is more pigmented than the crease, if that makes sense. Goodness, what am I trying to say? So there is the shade Studio. Oh my goodness. Okay, next we're going to swatch the shade Vachetta. It's described as a warm beige. Very pretty. Just, I mean, gorgeous. Put it over here. So it's like concentrating the color on the lid and then kind of just buffing it out into the crease. So it's like a light wash of color in the crease and then more concentrated on the lid. There we go. That's what I was trying to say. Makes more sense. I feel like that color was off on the go, off the bat, a little bit more pigmented than Studio, which is fine. Woo, so pretty. It's definitely a warm color. So if you're looking for a warm one, that's a good one. So this is Studio, and this is Vachetta, right? Yeah, Vachetta. Studio, Vachetta. If you see me glancing down over here, I'm looking at my notes. That's what's over there. But, yep. All right, I'm going to take these off, and we'll do the next two. Okay, so I took those off. We're going to go in with the next shade. It is Mid-Century. This is described as a warm brown. So Mid-Century is a warm brown, where Vachetta is a warm beige. Mid-Century, ooh, it is brown. So they designed the neutrals, the 4 neutral shades, to match or, you know, kind of go along with whatever shade of the minimalist you are. So I mean, on their website and on Instagram, they have photos of like which you find your minimalist shade, and then you find the solo shade that you think you are, and then it kind of just goes along with your skin tone. If you're looking for like just a super natural wash of color, of course, you know, you can pick whatever color you want, but that is kind of how they designed these neutral shades. So there is Mid-Century. It is just beautiful. A warm brown. A little bit deeper of a warm brown than Vachetta, but gorgeous. Holy cow. Love it. Perfect for fall for my skin tone. And then we'll go in with Brun. B-R-U-N. It's a deep brown. So it's a lot a bit deeper than Mid-Century. Look at that color payoff. So with these deeper colors, you just got to be a little bit more careful, because it feels like it doesn't set down immediately as soon as I place it on the eye. You have a little bit of play. As you can see, I'm kind of blending it out with my finger, but the longer you let it sit, it's going to set down. And then once it's set down, you're not going to be able to play with it very much, if that makes sense. You got to work kind of fast with these cream eyeshadows. It's not like a, 15 shadow look where you can really take your time, if that makes sense. These are so gorgeous. Oh my goodness. Brun, I think I'm going to say Brun. Brun sounds funny to me, but just kind of building it up on the lid. It's a dark brown. This would look gorgeous on the lower lash line for me. Love that. Love that look. Okay, so here we have Mid-Century and Brun. Yeah, there's the browns. That's all 4 neutral shades. I'll come back and we'll do the colors. Okay, so time for the colors. Real quick before we get started with the colors, I did want to talk about the packaging. I forgot to mention it. Oh my goodness. So this is the Merit Solo Shadow packaging, a really beautiful gold top with a black base. It has the sticker color on the bottom that correlates with the different colored shadows. And then it has like a click closure, which is really nice for cream eyeshadows because you want to make sure you close it all the way or it's definitely going to dry out. So it's got a really cool double click closure, and then there's the shadow. I am such a fan. Okay. And granted, I'm not letting them sit, for a whole 8 hours on my eyelids, but they're a lot easier to take off than I thought they would be. I'm just using my makeup remover wipe, wiping them away, and then drying it and making sure there's no residue from that makeup remover with a paper towel, and it is coming off super easy. So that's a bonus. It's not super hard to take off. Okay, the colors. Let's start with Social. This is described as a soft mauve. Ooh, it's so pretty. It's a purpley mauvey color. I love it. The colors that they chose, absolutely beautiful. I am a fan. And these lighter colors, they are just complement my skin tone for sure. And it's not super purple. It's definitely, it's definitely more of a mauvey purple, not like a super bright in your face purple. But build it up just a teeny bit more. There is Social, a soft mauve. And then on the other eye, we're going to go in with Viper, a warm green. Woo! The green, man. Everybody loves a good green. And this is such a beautiful green. Super wearable, but also super fun. Like, really great for fall. So popular too right now. Like, everybody loves a green eyeshadow. Just kind of, buffing out the edges with my finger, trying to make sure there's no harsh lines. I feel like the darker shadows are just a little bit more difficult to apply with the finger. I would prefer a brush with the deeper shadows because I feel like my finger is catching a little and it's making it look just a little bit patchy compared to with a brush. I feel like you have a little bit more control, and yeah, that makes sense. But not perfect, but there is the swatch of the green on my eye. So we have Social, a soft mauve, and then Viper, a warm green. So we got the soft mauve and the warm green. All right, I will be right back and we will do the last 2 colors. Okay, last 2 colors. My eyeballs are going to need a break after this one. They're, taking it on and off is not the easiest on the eyelids. So next we have Nelson, which is a soft gray. This is gorgeous. If you're into the grungy tones, this soft gray is so pretty. So pretty. Absolutely love these shadows. Cannot wait to take them on the go with me. Wow, wow, wow. And you have one for every occasion. Whatever you're into, if you just want a super neutral look or a really pretty, intense, green or dark blue. I love that. I love the colors they came out with. I think the 8 colors are, perfect. Like, anything for anybody. Just kind of blending this out. See, yeah. The darker colors, I think, are a little bit harder to control with the finger. And I feel like they set down just a teeny bit faster, but maybe I'm going slower on the darker colors because they're a little bit harder to work with. So there's that. I just think I would prefer a brush with the darker colors. That's not the best swatch of this one. Well, there's Nelson, a soft gray. Definitely prefer a brush with that one. Okay, and then we have the very last one, which is Midnight, a classic navy. Ooh, I was so excited for this one. This dark blue, so gorgeous. Oh, I love it. Just kind of applying it the same way as I have all the other ones. Yeah, I feel like I'm probably working a little bit slower with the darker colors. I'm trying not to make a huge mess on my eye like I just did. I want the, swatches to look semi-decent. Oh, wow. See, that is just gorgeous. I love, love, love that dark midnight blue, midnight blue. But I would definitely apply it with a brush for a little bit more control. So, not the best swatches, but you get the gist. We have the shades Nelson, a soft gray, and Midnight, a classic navy. All right, I will be right back. And we'll complete, final thoughts and things. Okay, I'm back. I did go ahead and apply the shade Studio, which is my top favorite, all over the lid and the lower lash line with the Merit #2 brush. There should be a short on this. Go check out my shorts. Did you know I post a short every single day? You should go check them out. So, and then a little mascara, Oh my goodness. These are incredible. I cannot wait to keep playing with them. I want to use every single color, make a look, maybe combine some colors. I am so excited to start, experimenting with these eyeshadows. Oh my goodness. Okay. So I hope that this helped you, make better purchasing decisions. I hope that the swatches, seeing them on the eyes in action is helpful for you. I just want to make videos that are helpful and that you enjoy watching. So with that, yeah, don't forget, I have a Merit affiliate link down in the description box if you want to shop through that. Thank you so, so much. I truly appreciate it. And I think that's all, right? I swatched all the shadows. Yeah. Okay. If you made it to the end of the video, thank you so much. I love and appreciate you. Give this video a thumbs up if you love videos like this, and I will see you in my next one. Bye. Perfect. What did I just say? Okay. Again. But I haven't filmed in a week. Okay.
I used to be so good at planning things. Since I met you, I threw my plans away. Coffee at night and 10 a.m. champagne. We can spend a week in London or LA. Yeah, the sun